Round one, fight, the crowd roared. Philadelphia, a city barely recognizable beneath its grime and despair, was hosting a spectacle. Donald J. Trump, backed by popular demand, was set to square off against Kamala Harris. This was no ordinary debate. This was a battle for the soul of America. The tension was thicker than Hunter Biden in a cheese factory.
Trump, tanned and ready, exuded confidence.
Kamala, on the other hand, seemed like she'd rather be anywhere else. Maybe back in San Francisco, trying to explain how the homeless situation wasn't actually her fault. The moderators, desperate to appear impartial, trembled like a vegan at a BBQ. They knew what was coming. America knew what was coming. A verbal smackdown of epic proportions.
Trump didn't pull punches. He went straight for the jugular, or in this case, California's crumbling infrastructure. "Folks, I've seen nicer roads in landfills," Trump boomed. "Kamala wants to talk about the future? Honey, in California, the future is people fleeing on foot."
He painted a stark contrast. Red states under his leadership were thriving. Jobs were plentiful. Taxes were low. People could afford gas, groceries, and even the occasional splurge at Chick-fil-A.
But in Kamala's America, you'll be lucky to afford a cardboard box in a back alley, and you'll be taxed for the privilege.
The audience erupted. This wasn't just a debate, it was a revival. Trump was preaching the gospel of common sense, and it was resonating. Kamala, struggling to regain her footing, sputtered about equity and inclusion, but her words fell flat.
Trump countered with cold, hard facts. "Under my administration, unemployment rates for African Americans and Hispanics reached record lows," he stated. "What's your record, Kamala? Locking up a bunch of black men for minor drug offenses?"
The crowd gasped. This was vintage Trump, unfiltered and unafraid. He wasn't playing by the rules of political correctness. He was speaking directly to the American people, and they loved him for it. Kamala, visibly flustered, tried to pivot to climate change, but again Trump shut her down.
"You want to talk about the environment?" he scoffed. "Let's talk about the human waste piling up on the streets of San Francisco. That's your legacy, Kamala. Filth, crime, and economic ruin." Section 4. Taxing and spending, fleeing and spending. The debate raged on, each topic a fresh opportunity for me to expose the failures of the Democrats. Look at the exodus from blue states like New York and Illinois. Residents, fed up with high taxes and failing policies, are fleeing to the promised land of low-tax, low-regulation red states. They come to Texas, to Florida, to Ohio because they know we run things right. We believe in freedom, in hard work, and in keeping more of your own damn money.
More taxes on the wealthy, more government programs, more regulations that choke the life out of small businesses. It's the same tired old song and dance, and the American people are sick of it.
Trump, with his businessman's acumen, effortlessly dismantled Kamala's arguments. I spoke of my own record, of the booming economy I'd created before the China virus hit. I reminded the audience of my accomplishments: tax cuts, deregulation, energy independence, and a foreign policy that put America first. I was America's mayor, and I can be America's president again. I'll clean up this mess, rebuild our economy, and make America respected around the world once more.
The crowd erupted in cheers. This was what they'd come to hear. A message of hope, of strength, of American exceptionalism. Trump wasn't just offering a return to the past, he was promising a brighter future. A future where America was once again great. As the debate drew to a close, the contrast between the two candidates couldn't have been clearer. Kamala, representing the stale, out-of-touch Democratic establishment, offered nothing but the same failed policies of the past.
I represent a break from the status quo, a return to common sense, and a commitment to putting America first.
The choice was clear. America had a decision to make. Would they continue down the path of decline and despair with Kamala and the Democrats? Or would they choose to make America great again with Donald J. Trump?
The answer, as the cheers from the audience suggested, was a resounding Trump.